You reach into the cage the exact same way you always do. Slow, familiar, the same hand, the same angle. 1,000 times before, this ended with a step onto your finger, maybe a soft little chirp. But this time, a hiss, a sharp, sudden bite. You pull your hand back, totally stunned, just staring at your fingers like they betrayed you. Nothing about today felt any different to you. But something was, and your bird knew it before you did. See, here's what's actually happening on a level most owners never consider. That bite wasn't just random anger. It wasn't a bad mood. It was a test of fast, calculated diagnostic your Budgie ran on you in less than a second. He was checking whether the person reaching in is still the exact same person they trusted yesterday. Now, flip this around for a second. You think you know your bird, but honestly, your bird has been quietly studying you far longer, far closer, and with way more precision than you've ever studied him. And every so often, he reruns the test. Today, you failed it. Just think about this. Birds don't experience time the way we do loosely, forgivingly. They experience it as a pattern. The same wake-up time, the same footsteps, the exact same order of events, every single day, logged and expected. So when one tiny thing shifts, maybe you're 5 minutes later than usual, or the blinds are open when they're normally closed, or someone rearranged a chair near the cage, that disruption doesn't feel small to him. This is the part people miss. It feels like a fracture in the predictability that keeps him safe, and prey animals don't respond to unpredictability with curiosity. They respond with defense. That sudden aggression? A lot of times, it's nothing more than a bird trying to seize back control over an environment that stopped making sense for a moment. But here's the thing nobody really tells you. It's not just about the schedule. It's you, specifically. Your Budgie has basically built a detailed profile of exactly how you look, move, and sound, and he's updating it constantly. Think about it. The specific sound of your slippers on the floor, the exact silhouette of your hand, even the fact that you aren't wearing that hoodie you always have on. And this is where it gets really interesting. Something as tiny as a new ring on your finger, a different scent from a hand cream, or even just trimming your nails and changing the shape of your fingertip. It can be enough to make him hesitate. And for a prey animal, hesitation turns into defense almost instantly. He's not just overreacting. His brain is running a mismatch. There's a slight but very real gap between what he expected to see and what actually just reached into his space. And honestly, it goes way deeper than just how you look. Budgies are insanely sensitive to what's happening inside you, not just around you. They pick up on your muscle tension, your breathing rhythm, that subtle stiffness in your shoulders after a stressful phone call you took 5 minutes ago. You think you're hiding it. You walk in normally, you reach in calmly, but your body is broadcasting something your bird has been trained by evolution to notice, because in the wild, nearby tension has always meant one thing: danger is close. So when your internal stress spikes, even quietly, his whole read on you shifts. What looks like an innocent hand from your side of the cage can register on his side as an unpredictable threat wrapped in a familiar shape. Now this is the part people miss. Sudden aggression in Budgies isn't always just about territory or reading your stress. Sometimes it's a mask. In the wild, showing any sign of weakness gets you targeted first. So an unwell or hormonally shifting Budgie isn't going to announce that he's vulnerable. He hides it, aggressively, and on purpose. That unexpected bite might not actually be about you at all. It might be the last visible symptom of something completely invisible, the early stages of an illness, a hormonal surge, or just discomfort he's been concealing for days. Because to him, concealment means survival. What looks like an attack can actually be an animal trying in the only language he has to keep his guard from collapsing. Maybe you've noticed this too, but if you flip this around one more time and picture the room through his eyes instead of yours, it isn't a living room anymore. It's a map of exposure and shelter. The cage is home base. The open air above it means vulnerability. A hand approaching him from a high angle doesn't read as a friendly gesture. It reads as the exact shape a predator takes right before it strikes. If his cage recently moved closer to a window, a doorway, or even just a piece of furniture that changes his sight lines, his entire sense of safety changes with it, whether you notice the difference or not. What looks to you like unprovoked biting is so often just his response to a structural conflict you can't see his territory, suddenly borders a zone that just doesn't feel defensible anymore. Which brings everything together. That bite this morning, it wasn't cruelty. It wasn't some switch suddenly flipping from sweet to mean. It was just a boundary being enforced by a small, incredibly intelligent creature who has spent every single day of his life reading you. Your rhythm, your scent, your tension, your shape. He's been tracking all of it and adjusting his own sense of safety accordingly. He wasn't trying to punish you. He was just communicating, in the only precise language he actually has, that something in his world had shifted, and he really needed you to notice. So the next time that hiss stops you cold, don't take it as rejection. Just take it as information. It's a small, brilliant animal telling you exactly where the line moved, and the moment you start listening for that, you stop being the confused owner who got bitten out of nowhere. You become the one person in his entire world who actually understands the rules he's been quietly asking you to follow all along. So think back for a second. Was there anything different about today? Maybe a new scent, a rearranged room, or just some stress you carried into the room without even realizing it? What do you think you changed right before he noticed it first?